Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Trail coming at you with the reading. Today we have another cool reading for you guys. Let's see what we have, Sagittarius, and we start with submission. All right, submission. Somebody wants to submit, right? Yeah, it always used to crack me up when I used to hear that kind of, it's kind of, kind of old school talk, submission. But it can be, in a good way, just kind of agreeing and going along, going with the flow. Submission can be called that. It can. Interesting how we have submission, because it's like the underlayering, the sub, right, is kind of the layer underneath of a mission. Very interesting there, right? It's almost like you're agreeing to somebody else's mission, something like that. And Sagittarius, we have a reproach. Sorry about if I said Capricorn real quick. We have reproach. Something is like kind of given up here, right? That's kind of what that's about. And kind of left behind. Reproach can be looking at something with a little bit of attitude, sort of like, but it's negative energy, or it's kind of rejection. Yeah. So let's see what else we have, Sagittarius. And yeah. Let's get another card for you guys. And we have karmic message. All right. So karmic message comes from the divine, right? It doesn't come from, your sister or your aunt. Not really. So it's kind of a karmic lesson, but karma is really kind of, it can be kind of seen as what goes around comes around, but it's from experience, right? That's why we say we learn karmic lessons from past lives, right? And so somebody is receiving a message here from the divine to really kind of reject something, or something that they're disappointed with, and submit to something else right here. Wow, Sagittarius. I hope I didn't say Capricorn again. I don't think I did, right? Let's see what we have, though, you guys, and let's see what else we have in this reading for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, and we have the Prince of Coins. He could be the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Coins. Well, this could be about values, money. It can. And the Three of Staves showing up reversed. Let's have a look at these cards. The Prince of Coins could be somebody with money. It can be somebody who is eager and honest, like Ernest, right? That's really what Ernest means, in case you know anybody named Ernesto or Ernest. Yeah, it's actually a beautiful name. Yeah, especially in Spanish, right? Sounds much better in Spanish than English. I feel like it does. Let's have a look at this Prince of Coins. And this talks about opportunities, hard work, and development. All right. Wow. This is based on Perseus. The hard work and wisdom necessary to create growth. Wow. Seeking opportunities for development. Yeah, you see there is growth here, because somebody receives a message from the divine here, which is their soul, their intuition, right? That's what that is. Somebody receives a message there. Taking care of the self on the material level and enjoying the pleasures associated with this. Somebody may have money here. As I mentioned earlier, the Seven of Coins showing up, and that is the Seven of Pentacles. And there they are at the bush. Basically, it's kind of a money bush, but patience, expectations, and nurturing. Yeah, it can be waiting, because they're waiting for the tree to flower or to grow more pentacles, basically. Yeah. Waiting for a harvest of a creative project, personal relationship, or any venture that time and work is invested in. Tending your garden. Somebody is waiting to invest in you, Sagittarius, sorry. Somebody's waiting to invest in you. Yeah, and so they are, and they have went through an awakening over here. They're listening to their inner self, inner guidance. What more can you ask for, right? Yeah, right. 3, if the whole world did that, there'd be no war. Nah, there'd be no control or anything like that, right? Yeah. So 3 of Staves, let's have a look at that. also known as the Three of Wands. Okay, where are these wands at? Here it is. Waiting, more waiting. In the reverse, though, this can talk about successful enterprises and planning, but in the reverse, ambitious plans that may not be grounded in reality, frustrating delays. So somebody had something here that they don't want anymore, Sagittarius, because we have reproach. So somebody made plans or made a decision and got into something that they realized it wasn't grounded. It was, and when we say grounded, it can mean a whole bunch of things. But basically, they chose the wrong thing or something like that. Because now there is submission as there is reproach. And those are about two separate things. A giving up of something or disapproving, and I don't want that. And the submission is, I definitely want it. Let's see what else we have, Sagittarius, for you guys. And let's get a couple of these cards. We have the axe for forces working against you. Yeah, well, with the reproach card, there are the sun, happiness and well-being. Yeah, something ends here. And when we say forces, these are divine forces, too, that are bringing in a tower somewhere in your life or their life, Sagittarius, that ends something, that says it's time. This has served its purpose. And now we have the bell announcement. Yeah, this person wants to tell you this. And the karmic message is also associated with that. They could be bringing you, repeating or expressing this karmic message that they have received from the divine. Honestly, that you're a soulmate. That's what this is about. Somebody really knows that that you're it for them. And they're waiting over here. I'm not sure, or you're waiting, but one of you guys is kind of waiting for this. I feel like it's to bring news because we have the announcement, right? Let me move this down, you guys. Sorry about that. We have the announcement right here. So this person is coming with news, Sagittarius. So how cool is that? So let's get into the reading. And before we do the tarot spread, if you'd like to get a psychic reading with me, I'm always checking for accuracies. That's how I do it. And we usually do them over a Zoom. You can have that recorded, but those are lots of fun. Or if you kind of just want to wait for me to do it and send you a video, that can be done as well. I feel like the best ones are, online, and you get a recording of that. You must ask me for that or remind me to hit the recorder. Yeah. And if you need to understand somebody, definitely get one of those. The cards are after that. It's a true psychic read, and Mystic Sense is a free 5-minute psychic reading. The tarot readings, you can get those in any format. And I also do past life readings. That's why I talk a lot about it, because it is very significant in everybody's life. Yes, it is. So let's see what we have. Yeah, check out the description box, right? And those are very powerful to help you live your best life because they are associated with the North Node, which is your true potential, your best self. And the South Node is connected to things you're supposed to leave behind or learn these lessons from past lives. That's the South Node associated with the past. So let's get into it. The devil showing up, Sagittarius. There's some type of fear here. I feel like there is. Yeah, somebody's afraid here. Four of Cups, and this really is all about this reproach. Something gets left behind here. Something gets left behind. Here's a Knight of Pentacles, as we have the Knight of Coins. Maybe we have a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. And you are next to this earth sign here. And in the reading, one of you guys is super overwhelmed. Seven of Wands. Could have resisted somebody too with this Four of Cups starting the reading. Because that is about disappointment and rejection. And disapproval, like, oh, I don't want that anymore. I don't believe in that. I don't want it. Take it away, or let me walk away. Just things of that nature, right? And so the Eight of Wands is showing up in the challenging energy, and that's change and growth and progress. Whoever kind of left something behind, it could have been ego, possibly. I mean, It's a big thing. And ego's the elephant in the china shop. Yes, it is. But some people can't even see it. You're like, oh my goodness, right? So that could be that, and kind of like a third party. But change is conditional here. Progress, growth, it's conditional because this person doesn't know here. There's somebody worried here a little bit who doesn't know, overwhelmed, if this change will occur. Yeah. Maybe they feel like you may ignore them, or I don't feel like that though, but maybe they could possibly think you're going to reject them. That's a possibility here. In the psyche, the psychological environment, the most important environment, yes, it is, not the office environment, not, although that's important, it is, right? You got to work with these people, but this is the psyche, the most important, because if somebody understands their inner selves, everything else can be kind of smoothed out or understood or changed or reborn, all that kind of stuff, right? So in the environment, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the King of Cups. This is somebody who wants to really put the work in, Sagittarius, or who's devoted to you. Somebody who has a lot of faith in this because these are, or they value you because here are the Pentacles, right? He loves his job, and this looks like there's a devotion here, yeah. And the Eight of Pentacles can speak of well-being because he feels very well on his job, right? And as I said, these are about values. The Pentacles are about self-esteem as well, as they are connected to values, how we value ourselves and our beliefs as well. And so we have right here, this is about the happiness that is in somebody's heart here, this happiness and this well-being. And that's what somebody wants with you. They want something that is, that is good for your well-being, emotional well-being, maybe physical, like financial as well, could be. And let's get a card on this change and growth. It shows up with the High Priestess. And this King of Cups down here. There might be a water sign here. There could be third party, or there could have been. It's possible. High Priestess sitting in the conditional place here could be a secret. Maybe there was a secret in this reading. There could have been. Now, that's not clear now. It's not really showing up because we're talking about something that's being rejected or left behind, and not all the details are here in this general read, right? If this is somebody's personal reading, you should really get one, right? Now, this can also be, I'm trusting my intuition for change, but I'm not sure, since I'm not sure that, not sure if it'll serve me right, but I feel like really what this means here is that somebody is trusting their intuition with the karmic message. And that is the game changer. That's why this sits like in the challenge. Yeah, or the influential energy. That is the game changer. Somebody listens to their heart, their soul, and the divine. That's what it's about. Now, temperance is external to you, Sagittarius, with the Three of Cups. I hope I didn't say that there's that this is Capricorn's reading. I don't feel like I did, but sometimes when I go back and forth, sometimes that can happen, right? So, but this is for Sagittarius, and here you are. There could be a Capricorn in the reading. We have the Knight of Pentacles. But the Three of Cups is external to you, Sagittarius. This person wants a new beginning with you, or to reconcile, or they see the joy that you bring to their life. Because with the karmic message, that's what it's about. It's like in submission, like I have to go with this. I have to listen to my intuition. And let go of something with the reproach card. Yes. Instead of approach, it's reproach. Right? And here we have the Seven of Wands. And this is... this temperance card here, Sagittarius, this person may want to heal. This can be about healing as well, temperance. But it is definitely about bringing balance and harmony and well-being and self-mastery. Yeah, there's some self-mastery in this reading as we see the Eight of Pentacles in the environment. Yeah, he's mastered his job over here. So this is associated with that. Queen of Swords is the mindset with the Seven of Wands. maybe Sagittarius, they are wondering if you will be overwhelmed when they call you, because we have the bell and the announcement, and maybe it comes as a text, but this person is going to be in contact with you. Yeah, I can see it in this reading. And in the past, it's the Ace of Cups. Right downstairs, basically from the High Priestess, this person intuitively feels like you represent new beginnings, and my cup runneth over, and all this, right? Eight of Swords. They knew they wanted a new beginning with you, but they kind of kept themselves stuck in some type of situation. It looks like with the Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups. Now they released that, right? Because we have reproach. You've released somebody, Sagittarius. That's, depends who that's about. Three of Wands is a concern. This is about the future, and it's about turning your back on the past. Once this karmic message came over, somebody's like, oh, the past is toast. I'm turning away from the past, and I want all new things, right? I just want a new beginning with Sagittarius. Or, this can be about somebody, Sagittarius, who is very drawn to you, and you could be quite different than somebody else they were with, or the partners that they used to choose. It can be about that as well, especially with the karmic message, right? Bringing in intuition, because this person's into you right here. We can see the Ace of Swords is the hopes and fears. It is a new beginning, and it is, I hope I made the right decision as well. Yeah, it is. It shows up with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, a decision was made here where somebody kind of was a little aggressive in letting something go, in some type of a reproach. Yeah. And so here we have the Chariot showing up in the potential outcome with the Knight of Cups. And so this is movement. And here they are coming with this offer, Sagittarius. I'm going to end this reading here. If you were with them in the past, this is triumph and overcoming whatever went on, right? Yeah, maybe they could have been arrogant, or too much masculine energy, because when the karmic message comes in, it's like, wake up. Yeah, wake up and start trusting your intuition. Connect. Tune into who you really are. Don't walk around with your physical, your look on all the time, and only with, half of your mind, which is really the rational mind, right? Yeah, and that's why they say people who trust in their intuition are really geniuses, because you're using the other part of your brain. Yeah. Thanks so much for joining me here, you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to go and get a reading, Sagittarius, yeah, I got lots of cool and fun readings. Yes, I do. Thank you so much, you guys.